August. Damn, been ages since we last saw each other. Wine. Swipe grapes from Anarietta's vineyards the odd moonlit night. Vesemir'd enjoy that especially. Been through hell and high water, you and me. Fact is, you know me better than anyone else does. Actually, wouldn't be here if it wasn't for you. Thanks for everything. And know we all miss you, old friend. So, might be my birthday, but I say, here's to you. Now, tell us how you're doing.
Okay, with that in mind, let's get going. Oh, hang on. There might be a little bit of a feedback thing. Oh, we can remove that as well. There we go. I do believe the opening, though, is pretty much the opening in the story mission we got to play in the beta, so it's not going to be anything new, but I'm hopefully going to sort of rush past that as quick as possible. Towers enabled. No, that's fair enough. I put down in the description in that if you're worried about spoilers, it might be best to wait for yourselves. Although, like I said, in that if you've already seen footage of the beta, I believe it is the same mission to start off with. However, as soon as that mission ends, as soon as what's his name, Gary, or the Cabal general kicks you off the ship, I think the game continues on.
I never knew you in life. Your first life, anyway. You died on a battlefield long before my time. Something special brought us together. They called it the Traveler. And when it arrived, it changed your world forever. It was a golden age. And for centuries, humanity thrived. Until it didn't. An ancient enemy pursued the Traveler across the universe. Humanity faced extinction. But
the Traveler made a choice. Its sacrifice destroyed its ancient enemy and brought life to the ghosts. I am a ghost. More importantly, I'm your ghost. And you are one of the Traveler's chosen. You are a guardian. This is your destiny.
Oh wow, it actually records events from your previous profiles and stuff like that, as they call memories. As well as who you first did your raids with and stuff. It's a nice little way of it's actually not a bad little way of telling the story in that. I remember that the first time we did trials, the other guy we were with, Viking, he needed one more win. Oh dear, I did meet quite a lot of people on Destiny. I missed out pretty much on the last expansion because I had become jaded with Destiny 1 then. The art is really good. It's actually a really nice way of telling your backstory. Oh wow, it keeps the characters from your previous one as well. But who to start with? That's the question. I mean, it looks like you can only have. Oh, you can view your legacy again. Oh, how do I circle to go back? Anyway, I'm going to start with the Warlock, and then work my way through them. I am interested most of all to see how the classes work, more than anything else in the game. So let's get going. No, I understand that, Rory. I'm more keeping this as a record. I like to do first impressions of games that are newly, just so I can go back. Like I did it for Horizon, Dark Souls 3, stuff like that. It's just nice to go back and see how I thought when the game first released. But anyway, on cutscenes, I'm going to mute myself. Although most of you probably have seen this already, because, like I said, it's from the beta.
Well, it kills me to say it, but I would be really impressed.
Impressing you, Cade, is the easiest thing I'll do all day.
Let's get serious, people.
Zavala, this is my serious face. Can't you tell?
Ikora, what have you got?
Someone or something has sabotaged the Skyline defense systems.
And comms have been spotty for the last few hours. Every sensor beyond the wall has gone dark.
Maybe it's just the storm. Maybe it's... What are the set feeds telling us?
Nothing.
Well, that's good, right?
No. I mean, they're not there. There are no satellites.
And that's not good.
So yeah, I'll be quiet on cutscenes. It is a bit questionable, you know. It would have been nice in some respects to do what some games do, like for example the God of War series and that. Normally at the start of the game and that, you get all the equipment and gear you had from previous games and that. So it would have been good to have some of the gear you left off with Destiny 1 going into this. Obviously something has to occur to make you lose the gear to start again. But anyway, time to shut up again.
Anyone home? No response on any channels, even the emergency frequencies. What is going on back there? Remember when I told you that you fly too fast? Forget I said that. Fly fast.
I'm wondering if these load times are going to interrupt every single cutscene. Right, okay, we can play a little bit now. Right, before I do anything, time to check out the specs. So we only have the Void Walker at the moment. We haven't got the Darcblade or any of the other subclasses. I'm wondering as well that I mean I've kept a bit of a media silence when it comes to Destiny 2. I haven't really been focusing too hard on pre-release stuff. So I'm wondering if we even get the Stormcaller or the Sunsinger at all for the Warlock. So I'm wondering if it is just going to be 2 subclasses and that's it. But Scatter, Axion, Vortex is all the same as the last game. Strafe Glide, yeah. Blink, Burst Glide, yeah. These are sort of like modifiers to achievements to Hunger, which I believe is melee attack. Oh no, it's it's both grenades and melee attacks, and this is other passives in that. So can you change any of these? You can change these pretty much off the get-go. These you have to wait to level 2. Healing and empowering. Healing's going to be the way to go, I think. These are nothing, and you even got lore on the classes now, which were in the past probably restricted, if I remember rightly, to Grimoire cards. But yeah, these Bloom, that was in the last game, causes enemies killed by void abilities to explode. Chaos Accelerant draws power from your super to overcharge your grenades, making it deadlier and more effective. So that's going to be interesting to see how, if it actually drains your super to empower your grenades. Entropic Pour, this strikes an enemy with your melee ability to drain your enemy's life force and use it to recharge your grenades. That's nice. I think that was in the last game as well. And Cataclysm Nova Bonds, travel slowly and seek out, and that was in the last one as well. Devour, strike an enemy with your melee ability to fully recharge your health. For a short time afterwards, kills restore additional health. I think part of that was in the last game. I don't think the short time after kills restored additional health, but that was definitely in the last game. Vortex, Nova Bombs creates a singularity which continuously damages enemies trapped. Yeah, that was in the last one. Whilst unstable, while the Devour effect is active, killing enemies extends the duration and recharges your grenades. Can't remember if that was in the last one. Feeding the void, consume your grenade energy to regenerate health. Binds to hold L1. Anyway, it's going to be interesting how these unlock as we go along. The clans are not in service yet. I think they're going to be opening eventually. Hello, Nick. Welcome to the stream. This is just the first impressions, so you may have seen some of this content before in the beta, because I believe the first mission, well, the mission you did in the Destiny 2 beta is the first mission in the game. So hopefully we can push on past that, show maybe a little bit of extra content afterwards, and get a first impressions opinion going. So far as well, you only got one class to choose from. With the Warlock being the Void Walker, I assume it would be Striker with the Titans and Gunslinger with the Warlocks. How'd you go down? Banners, emotes. I'm annoyed the emotes I bought with silver in the last game are not there. Inventory, settings, and that. I will actually, whilst I'm on the settings, I will go to... Where's sensitivity? Brightness. Ah, here we go. It's probably advisable to turn up the sensitivity. Actually, as well, on the settings, the button layout, I wonder if you can edit it slightly. Looks like you can't customize it too much, but you can definitely change it. For me, for example, I like to have my jump on one of the triggers, one of the L1 or R1. That way you don't have to take your hand off of either of the analog sticks to press X, so you can have maximum aim. Anyway, back on to shooting things. We've only got one gun, no equipment, although I got to claim the exotic bit of gear. Anyway, a little bit sad we don't get Darcblade from the start. And I've got to remember things. Oh, the sensitivity could do with turning up a little bit more. What the hell is my melee on? Oh, I haven't unlocked it yet. Oh, the melee. No, it's Call of Duty melee. It's on the stick. That's a fair point, Nick. I mean, hopefully if there are any issues as well, holding off and buying it maybe a few days after launch, it would avoid you'll avoid any upsets. I mean, that is if there is any major bugs. Also, come Friday as well, most of the things like clans and that should be available. I don't think the raids will be available on Friday. They will be available next week, I believe. Right, so we got some more weapons. We've got solar sidearm and just a plain auto rifle. Okay. I'm glad that the tips and the guides and that have helped. I'm hoping to do a few guides on Destiny. I don't think I'll be doing as many as I did for Destiny 1 and that, because a lot of the information still applies. Like, for example, X is not jump anymore, it's your super, so I just wasted that. That's what I get for changing my buttons so quickly. But yeah, I am glad that the guides have helped in that. Hopefully Destiny 2 ones will be as useful. Although I am a little bit worried that the builds have become simpler. But we'll see. Maybe it means I can, depending on how long it takes to level up characters now, it might mean that I get guides out quicker. Also, because it looks like the lore is actually in-game now, maybe I can maybe I can talk a bit about the lore of the class instead of just the actual class abilities. Put a bit more flavour into it, so to speak. What? This is an auto rifle, yet I'm treating it like a scout rifle. Right, bear with me a sec. Right, putting burst glide on. I'm let's just say I need to get used to the game again before going back to blink. I'm also turning up the sensitivity again.
Look at the size of that thing. It must be their command ship.
That's a little bit better. I would show off the I would show off the smooth. I would, if you're unsure, it might be wise to hold off a little bit, but it's a nice game to play with others. There was a nice bit at the start of the game where it looks back over your career in Destiny, and it says who you completed certain milestones with. If I'm playing a little bit poorly, it's because I am rusty. Oh, objectives. It's very dangerous. The control setup I've put on. The control setup I've put on with jump now on L1. Like I said, it gives you free movement with your sticks, but it's moved your super to X, which is normally where jump is. So if you go back to your old control scheme, you'll end up supering random things when you don't mean to. Oh, hey Keith again. I have already created a clan. In a minute you'll get a message from Bunnylogs. She'll put a link in the description. Not in the description, in the chat, where you can join if you want. No pressure. At the moment, the clan system is not working. I think Bungie said that it's going to be a day or two before it's actually implemented in-game. But you can join outside of game at the moment. You know, in a browser or something. As well. Also, your characters, if you missed it at the start, your characters from Destiny 1 do carry over. So, like Fell Bunny will have a purple haired Titan. I had the guy with the sort of like tiger face stripes. So that's a nice touch. There's other players in now. Like I said, if you've seen footage of the beta already, you may recognise this mission. But as soon as Gary kicks you off the spaceship, it continues. It is strange getting used to the new control scheme a little bit. Hello, Catherine again. Ah, cool, Keith. Then you can join in. Well, I don't know how long it is before you can start teaming up with other people. But I'm only going to be able to play it for a little while because we have guests coming in about an hour or so. For those of you who are just joining in as well, unlike the beta, we only have one subclass at the moment, the basic one for each of the actual classes. So the Warlock, I've only got Void Walker at the moment, the Striker for the Titan, Gunslinger for the Hunter. The new ones, the Sentinel, Dawnblade, and is it the Arc something? I forgot off the top of my head, the Hunter one. They're not available till later, when you either get them via quest or sorry, running wrong when I I mean, I do, in some respects, I feel that I was lucky enough to experience the best that Destiny 1 had to offer. I did give up by the time the final expansion was released. The what was it called? Not Iron Banner. The I can't remember off the top of my head, but I gave up on before the last expansion. I was done by Destiny by then. Still keep treating this gun like a flipping scout rifle. Scout rifles are sort of like semi-auto weapons. But yeah, I mean, I hope to. I had intended to get some sort of beginner's guide out, but a lot of the guide in Destiny stuff that I made for Destiny 1 still applies to this game. I'll probably do something towards the end of the week, especially after we've had time to digest the game anyway. It's so strange as well because I had no hype for the game, but now it's completely kind of changed. Yeah, this is the beta level thing. Oh, cutscene.
Zavala, picked up that Guardian you never showed up about?
Get them on that command ship now!
Hold on back there! Come on, big guy. Do something. Guardian, time to kick him where it hurts.
And we're back. Yeah, I'm muting over cutscenes and that. I'll mute it, but you know, like I put in the description, there may be spoilers. If you don't want anything spoiled, it might be best to come back to this later. But there should be only very, very mild spoilers. not too big an issue. Yeah, it sucks for you guys who want it on PC at the moment. It's the console guys get it until the 24th, I believe it's released on PC. 24th of October. So it's actually a little distance away. But if there are any bugs, then hopefully they can catch it during the console release and have the PC one as bug free as possible.
Okay, the shield generator should be at the bottom of the ship.
Where'd he go? Oh. Could have used my super back then, but... Oh, he's a boss. Well, mini boss. They're not mini bosses. They're actually, I think they're called mages. Mages and ultras. That's how they used to refer to them by. Bring back the loot cave. Oh, I bet there will be some sort of loot cave. There'll be some. There's bound to be farming routes and that discovered in that. And while I don't mind farming routes as much, the loot cave was a little bit of an exploit. I mean, have I technically leveled up yet? No, I'm not actually gaining any. It looks like during this mission you don't gain any experience. So you must start earning experience after this mission. Oh, hey, big boy. Oh, floaty jumps. I kind of don't bring back Blink. See, I don't have my healing circle yet. I call it the healing circle. The healing ward, I think it's called. Yeah, it is strange. Wednesday is a strange day for a new game to be released. Like you said, it's normally Tuesdays, although in the UK we normally sometimes get new games on the Friday as well, which is really frustrating. How old am I? Too old. Nick, I'm 30. Or am I 34? I don't know, I'm in my 30s. Early 30s. But my mind, I got the mind of, you know, a 25-year-old. Which Bunny Logs would say is questionable.
More like a 10-year-old.
The shield generator should be straight ahead.
I used to have a very... Because I don't have... I mean, my voice is not as deep as some people my age. But I've noticed as I do more and more YouTube, my voice is getting deeper. Surprised they haven't given me a heavy weapon yet. I still like to think of myself as mid-20s, 25, 26, 27, 28 were probably the best years I've had. Oh, this bit. I remember this bit. I had no idea what they were referring to when I first did this bit. Hey, haven't they made this easier? Wasn't there 2 of them moving around in the beta?
3.
Was there 3?
There's another level of it, I think.
Yeah. So they've obviously made that easier. Probably got complaints about it.
Heat levels rising. It's working. Zavala, we did it. The shields are down. Zavala?
I think if you do the jumpy jumps,
Yeah.
and you press it again, you drop faster.
Yeah, you can turn off the your glide in that. I was using Blink a while ago, but I forgot that's not the best for PvE. Blink's more of a PvP thing.
How do we come back from this?
You don't. Welcome to a world without light.
Guardian, something's wrong.
Do not look at me, creature. You are weak, undisciplined, cowering behind walls. You're not brave. You've merely forgotten the fear of death. Allow me to reacquaint you. Your kind never deserved the power you were given. I am Gaul, and your light is mine.
Yeah, for those of you who just started watching, I do mute it myself on major cutscenes and that. But yeah, now, and everything from here on has not really been seen unless you've watched someone else's stream and that. That last bit, that last section was all in the beta. That was a very good looking cutscene. I mean, overall the game does look a lot better. How did we not die from that fall? Well, I can't sprint. We can only walk. And the Cabal look like they've had their way with the last city. Although I still have my sidearm. I mean, I speculate that areas that deactivate your ghost could make for some very tense gameplay. You know, knowing that you only have pretty much one life. I'm just wondering how scripted the rest of the story missions will be. Not that it might not be a bad thing having scripted missions. Scripted missions may enable Bungie to tell us, well, a better story. But if they can keep that on top of on top of their open world aspects that they brought with Destiny 1, it might help. Am I hearing whispers? Sorry if you can hear noises outside.
Sorry, I'm done.
So it looks like we're back to normal now.
Guardian, the light is gone. They've taken the city, the traveler, everything. The Red Legion is killing powerless guardians. We have to get out of here.
Okay. I mean, overall,
I'm picking up an emergency broadcast. Rendezvous coordinates. They're evacuating the planet. We're on our own.
I mean, overall, I'm impressed with the even at 30 frames per second and that it still looks like a good game in terms of its presentation and that. The gameplay in that feels just as solid as Destiny 1 and what you would experience with Halo games, to be honest. Story we have yet to see. It looks like they're trying to do more with the story. How that pans out in the long run, we'll have to wait and see. Whether that can also keep us in for the long run, that's something also we're going to have to wait and see.
These guardians, they had no chance without their powers. That could be us. Guardian, if you die, I can't resurrect you. We need to be very careful.
Ah, so yeah, you can. There are areas where your ghost can't resurrect you. We've got a feeble melee punch now, seeing as the light's gone from us. Oh my. as well as no double jump, no grenades, no supers. I think if I go here and that, we might not even have a spec. Yeah, lost light spec. Your powers are gone. PS1, PS2 and a Mega Drive. They're not bad consoles. I still got my Mega Drive and I still occasionally enjoy a game on there. But no,
It's that falcon again. Is it following us? Or are we following it?
Oh, we're following that bird. But yeah, if you're getting it on PC and that, it's probably I hope it's going to be worth the wait for you guys and that. Hopefully any bugs that they discover on consoles will be addressed so the PC has a flawless release. Because I am no doubt, although the game seems to be polished enough, there's probably going to be bugs and glitches here and there. Hopefully nothing game breaking. This is a lot better than the what was it called on Earth? The rocket yard or the Cosmodrome on Earth? This looks far more impressive. I can't even really sprint either. That's how powerless this guy is. Oh, crud. Get lost. Could sure do with a grenade or two. Or I would actually prefer a shotgun if I'm honest. I mean, I'm wondering that if you start as a different class, will you get one of the other weapons? Because I think in the beta, the Titans were the ones who got the shotgun, and no offense, but shotguns have, for me, Titans have been associated with shotguns more than the other classes. Although that's not saying that the other classes can't use shotguns. It's a game where everyone can use everything. That's not a bad sale and that, and it's a shame that you've felt you had to sell it and that. But if you've moved on to PC gaming and that, it's probably for the best. Oof. Am I supposed to make a leap of faith? Let's go for it. Whoops. I guess I wasn't supposed to make a leap of... Oh, maybe I was.
No, look. Somebody left a perfectly good guardian lying around. Things must be worse than I thought. And that's our cue. Time to go, people!
But wait. Where are you all going?
As far away from here as possible.
That falcon, it belongs to you?
The name's Hawthorne, and this is Lewis. Best pilot we got. What about you? Fit to fly? Probably gonna need one of these, too. Time to make yourself useful, Guardian. All right, people, spin 'em up! Got a long flight ahead of us!
Yay, we got a shotgun. Oh, people miss Dinklebot. I mean, yes, the voice acting was a little bit questionable, but that also added to some of the charm. Isn't Nolan North still doing the voice?
Do you see, traveler, all that I have done? Grace me with your light. Take your place at the center of my empire. See me, and the Red Legion will be your true guardians. Dominus, the city is secure. Those who fled are being hunted, and those foolish enough to remain have been executed. Victory, as with all things, is yours to claim. This victory is as much yours as mine, old friend. All that remains is the completion of the cage around this great machine. Then we may begin the extraction of its power and put it to its rightful use. They call it the Traveler. I would contend that other civilizations may be more precise in their naming. Its functions can be controlled and exploited, as we have so clearly proven. Yet they believe it to be a god. Dominus. Gaul. We have spent our lives, you and I, working to reshape our society, reforge our people, rebuild an empire nearly destroyed by Callus's greed and corruption. There is nothing in this universe greater than you. The Red Legion will have that machine's power. You will be called Emperor. What more would the Dominus have? I would have words with my guest. So you're the one who speaks for the Traveler.
Right, okay. Hopefully, well, back to some gameplay. It is weird, like Felbani said, it is strange that you are a pure silent protagonist.
Coming
Oh,
up with
more
the
cutscenes.
European Dead Zone. Gonna be our new home for a while.
Look, do you recognize it? That's where we're supposed to go.
Nothing? They call it the Shard of the Traveler. I call it not a place you want to go poking around.
It looks like this is the new the hub world, or one of them. Basically, the Tower 2.0, although it's more like a farm. Yeah, I was thinking that, Mr. Brown Cow, you are basically Link from Zelda. So all you can do is probably nod your head, look inquisitively, and maybe make a hiat noise when you smash pots. So yeah, this is the new hub world. I have not actually, because like I said, I've avoided most most media sources with Destiny 2 and that, because at one point I wasn't sure I was even going to get it. At the moment I'm quite happy with it, but it's early days yet. This is a first impression, but my first impressions are good. How they span out in the long run is going to be questionable, but in terms of presentation and gameplay, the game feels fine. Story is questionable, as well as how long the game is going to last, like the longevity of it. Farm overseer. Yeah, it is a farm.
Guardian, hello.
We can't buy anything yet.
Take care of yourself, okay?
I mean, I know that's where we're supposed to go, but I'm also trying to gauge a few of the shops first. Is this one? No, just robots. The vault. Ooh. Let's put that on. Cheer, thank you, please. Slow clap, cower, yawn, laugh, cry, yes, nope. Whoa there. Oh, that's slow clap is Felbunny's best one. Right, let's see if I can remember how to do them. I'm still lost light class. I think it's down here. Yeah, that's Felbunny's one. Hey, Shade. And I was going to do that. I don't have a new ship. Okay, I would like to get on and see if I can hopefully get my...
Do you wish me to decrypt?
Oh, it's the Cryptarch. A new Cryptarch.
I'm glad to see you safe. I am Tyra. Tyra Khan. I'm sorry. Have we met before? Losing my connection to the light has been disorienting. Now, I understand you seek the shard of the Traveler. I too have dreamt of it. Its jagged, broken edge. The wound that never heals. But I do not trust its pull. Like us, the shard no longer knows the light. Not since the Traveler cast it off during the collapse. For centuries it has twisted and corrupted everything around it. Where it lies is now a place of death. If you are determined to go, remember, we Guardians are no longer immortal.
Yeah, the game so far, Shade, it's fine. The gameplay is solid. The presentation definitely, even though this is only 30 frames, it's still good. Like I am, the main worries would be the story, and the story and its longevity, its future content, future support, stuff like that.
This is a lot of civilization. For me, at least. Of course, I've been living outside the city half my life. So, anyway, heard you want to go poke around that busted up hunk of travel.
Yeah. I know you guys on PC and that will have the bonus of having it at 60 frames per second, which is really good. And to be honest, there should it's halfway has gifted you a jumpsuit. Jumpsuit.
Are you still with us?
So you can use this to go to other places and that. But yeah. Hopefully, it's a shame that consoles aren't going to 60 FPS. I mean, I don't think it will matter too much in the long run. Nova Bomb still, it feels fairly similar to it did in Destiny 1, I must confess, from what I've used of it. I haven't used it loads yet, but the Voidwalker class overall does feel very similar. Not too much changes at all. I'm wondering if, if we're going to have 4 subclasses, if we're going to have, say for the Warlock, we'll have the Voidwalker, the Stormcaller, Sunsinger, and Darcblade. To be honest, Darcblade will probably replace Sunsinger, and we might not even have the Stormcaller. It might be just Voidwalker and Darcblade. Right. Oh yeah, didn't I get a new weapon as well? Oh wow, my shotgun's technically classed as my power weapon. Oh, so you don't have heavies, it's power, energy, and kinetic weapons now. So bog standard, energy weapons, so that'll be, you know, different elements as well as the heavies. So to do the heavy, is it hold? Yeah, it is. But as you can see at the start of the game, you don't actually have any subclass. You're a Lost Light subclass. So you have no powers, no double jump, no grenades. You have a bog standard melee. You can't even sprint. Oh, Bunny, are you going? I thought, isn't she late?
I'm looking at the wrong bus.
You're looking at the wrong bus?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Where's the car keys?
Car keys are hung up.
Okay.
I mean, I'll probably play until Felbunny gets back, and then I'll have to call it, because we are having guests over. Which is a shame in that, given that this is Destiny launch week, and that I would have preferred. It's lucky because I've actually got time off of my normal work, but then we had a surprise guest turn up. He's like, no, I want to play Destiny.
It comes to Chipman before it goes to Bath, right?
Yeah, the bus goes to Chippenham before Bath. Now people can have fun looking that up in where that is in the UK, and they'll get an idea of near where we live. There's probably secrets in that all over the place, but I'm not going to work on the secrets yet. I'm going to try to save that for separate videos and that. Is that an invisible thing? Oh, it's...
Did you hear something?
It's that vision that we keep seeing of the eagle, maybe. Oh no, it's the invisible assholes.
There's a bus stop by something.
Yeah. You can park in the Bath Road car park. Sorry, we're giving away all of the details of where we live, or near where we live. Yeah, I am wondering who the voice actor of the Ghost is now, Shade. I mean, Nolan North took over from Peter Dinklage in the original Destiny, but I don't think it's Nolan North anymore. Ooh, a chest. I think that's a chest. Sweet. That feels a bit like a Call of Duty weapon, this one does. Right, where are we going? Oh, it is down then. I mean, the environments, they do look better than Destiny 1. But as I mentioned before, it may be because they're a bit more scripted. Maybe they're not as open world as Destiny 1 was, but... Oh, nice to see the Fallen are back. Oh, engram. Don't mind this weapon, actually.
I'm gonna get Chinese if I can. Do you want some chicken fried rice?
Yeah, please. Chicken fried rice would be good.
Alright. I'll call you back.
Okay, keep us updated.
Wait, where did I put the phone? Oh, I'll put it in back. Alright, bye.
See you later. Yeah, it would be nice to customize the ghost voice slightly, or even get, when you get different ghost shells, that the voice inside changes slightly. Of course, that might be Bungie would probably think that's too much work in terms of, you know, they have to get different voice actors, re-record the same lines over and over again, just for different people. But also, if you see underneath my life bar at the top, there's a little ghost sign with a symbol for it. That dictates the not being able to revive. The engrams are dropping quite a bit, which is nice. I don't know. I think overall, my first impressions is I'm quite excited for the game again. As I mentioned to Shade as well, I think the biggest concerns will be the story overall, as well as the longevity of the game. Hey Sabantius, you've missed the major story opening in that, which if you've seen the beta, you won't have missed much. After Gary kicked you off his spaceship, you basically woke up, you found your ghost again, now you're sort of like in the refugee camp. Now we're heading to this thing called the Shard of the Traveller, because we've lost all our powers. We are actually the subclass called the Lost Light subclass, which means we have no powers whatsoever. Can't even double jump or sprint. My aiming is a little bit rusty. Hang on, have I got... Nice to see they still got the coloured shields to orientate yourself with what weapon you should use.
I think we scared them away. Take me to the Shard.
Right, shush for the cutscenes.
This is why we were led here. I haven't been as close close to the traveler's license. Do you feel it? Hold on to your helmet. Do you feel it? The light is back. We're back. Eyes out, Guardian.
Oh, I thought you couldn't sprint. Maybe it's a case of I was sprinting too much and I just ran out of energy, breath or something. But anyway, we got the Darcblade at last. I don't think we haven't got the Voidwalker again. So you can. Everything is pretty much. And when we had the Voidwalker, the jumps and the grenades were all unlocked. They obviously are not anymore. Hopefully, we can start unlocking stuff now. But we'll see how that goes.
Let's light up.
Don't die straight away. And I'm using the flipping assault rifle like a bloody scout rifle again. Maybe that's... I'm sure I saw a named one. Oh, there he is. Oh, he's big boy. Cool, we got a level. Now we're actually starting to earn. Things seem to be functioning normally now. Healing Rift at last. Level 3, 5, 6, 4, 7, 8 on onwards. I think, is it level 12? Seems to be the maximum. And, well, when I say maximum, it gives you enough to... what's the word I'm looking for? Pretty much get your basic of each point. Oh, it took us back automatically to the what's it called screen. Yeah, YouTube has been very strange of late. The subscriber count is fluctuating. As I mentioned it yesterday on Monday night Mass Effect stream as well. The subscriber count is fluctuating really bad on the channel at the moment. Although when I have asked YouTube if this is normal, they said yes for this time of year. But it still feels a little bit strange as I seem to lose subscribers every time I upload something. Wow. So now this looks like what I would expect of the tower. So I mean, overall, I'm
It's you. You and I walked together as the tower burned. And now, here you stand. Your light burns a path before us. And on that path, I see many battles ahead of you. Battles only you can win. The crucible of Lord Shax will prepare you. In my arena, should a titan stand in your way, crush him. If a hunter confronts you, break her blade. If a warlock speaks, feed him his words. There is only one path to victory, Guardian. See you on the battlefield.
milestone updated. Roster. And where was the roster? I completely blanked out then. Unless it's not available yet. I mean, I thought it would be under clan, but it's not. Crucible Gunsmith. Let's see what sort of weapons we're going to be able to get. Although it looks like you can only get gear equivalent to your sort of current level. What's over here? Not a lot. I haven't got any engrams that need decrypting, so I don't need to speak to her. Oh wow, they've actually set up a football field. Oh, you don't kick the ball out of bounds. You could actually have football matches now. Oh, that's wonderful. Come on, kick it in the goal. I want to see what happens. I approve of that. That's a good change. That's the best change so far. Right, what time is it? I think I may have time to do one more mission before we have guests.
Well, look at you. You got your light back. I don't know how you did it, but I'm glad.
What's this town called?
There are a lot more survivors out there, and they need our help. We gotta get the word out that the farm is a
I don't know. I kind of called it the farm. I forgot its actual correct term.
To set up a comm network. His name's Devrim K. Good guy. Great shot. Don't tell him I said that. If you give him a hand, I'd take it as a personal favor.
Right, what have we got? Pulse rifle.
Call with that one.
Oh, this is stuff you could buy. Oh, I just wasted my money. God damn it. Right, so we go to orbit. It's literally called the farm. Crucible's now available. I don't think I'm going to be participating in the Crucible just yet. I think that's my concerns. Wow, Earth's a lot.
Did you have some plans?
I wonder if it's going to be bigger than the Cosmodrome.
I know you want to go fly, but I need you here. Besides, where would I be if the Cabal used you for target practice?
See you later, Shade. Thanks for popping in. It's weird. I think people who are looking for something drastically different from Destiny 1 will be disappointed. I feel that people who expect... Because in terms of gameplay, it feels pretty much the same. How missions are structured, and that may pan out to be slightly different, but I don't think it's going to be drastically different. Graphic-wise, I think it looks a lot better. Story-wise, they seem to have implemented a lot more storytelling elements, not leaving it to grimoire cards and stuff like that, which is a bonus.
Don't get cocky now that you've got your powers back. The EDZ is rough, especially around the old town. Just remember, refugees from the city have it a lot rougher. You want to help them? Find Devram K.
Yeah, I mean, although my first impressions are starting to level out a little bit. The hype train is calming down, slowing down, which is probably wise, especially if you want to do any sort of guides or reviews and stuff like that. Having a balanced head and an objective look at the game is best. Seeing its flaws as well as its positives is good. Oh, what's this? This looks like a public event or something.
Shut them down.
Find the next extraction site.
There they go again.
I don't know where we're going. Oh, over there. So this must be a public event then. Oh, wow. Hey, that worked out all right. And we got to experience a public event.
I flatter myself that I might be the same to you. Stop by.
Oh, and we got new ability. Yeah, I agree. Justice change for just the sake of changing, and that can ruin a game. In that, I'm still optimistic this game could be alright. I think it's kept some elements like the core shooting mechanics and that I think were good in Destiny 1, and I think they've transferred that over fairly well. I wish classes weren't as simple. I think wish there was a little bit more of variety, especially when it came to sort of like passives and stuff like that. But we'll have to wait and see how it pans out. Oh, if it's a cutscene, I'll be quiet.
A guest. Here I have no tea to serve. These are dire times indeed. Devram K, the 8th at your service. City militia, back when there was a city. Now I serve at the pleasure of my dear friend Soraya Hawthorne. First on the docket, contact other refugees and tell them of the farm. That means building a comm network from the ground up. And even though I happen to be a damn good shot, the Fallen are giving me a devil of a time. I dare say you can handle a few rounds with the enemy. I've seen what Guardians can do. Right. I think it's It's time to let the guns do the talking now, don't you?
Oh, he also sells stuff.
Mind your rockets, Guardian.
Go shell. Yeah, I'm glad that it seems when you start the game off, you'll be given whatever your basic, well, what I call the basic subclass for your class. During the first mission, the Warlocks had Voidwalker, the Striker will be for the Titans, and the Gunslinger will be for the Hunters, and that. And when you complete the when the first scripted mission is done and dusted, the next mission that will eventually lead to your new subclass, so the Darcblade, Sentinel, or I can't remember off the top of my head what the Hunter one is. The Arc guy. Oh, there's a loot box for the public event. Cheers, Viking.
I wish to discuss something.
Right, gotta find it there. Oh, I remember these bad boys. Shanks. Is that it? I must be blind. Unless they despawn after a certain amount of time. EDZ token. That must be used for... that's some sort of form of currency. Oh, is the stream messing up, or is it me? Stop shooting me when I'm... Bear with us a second. Okay, it seems whatever was going on with the stream is kind of stopped. Sorry about that. But let's do this adventure thing. Recommended power level, what am I? I'm just under it. I'll be fine.
Let's get started. There's a banner on the main floor. Give it a look, will you?
This is a House of Judgment sigil. We used to work with a fallen who flew this banner.
Curious. Well, the fallen seem to have put this up as a bit of a threat. I imagine you'll find lots of objects like this out there. Bit of a story to them. You both need some supplies to get going out here. See if you find a cache in one of the buildings nearby.
I will apologise as well if the stream starts messing up in that. I am streaming at what would be considered UK prime time as well, where sort of like there'll be lots of people using the internet, and it could cause lag in that sense.
Very well done. To survive, we'll have to look for every opportunity. Keep your eyes peeled for more supplies in the wilds. Speaking of the wilds, there's a symbol on the wall of the church. Take a look.
Oh, there was a chest marker over here. Although it wants me to go over there. But I'm sure I saw a chest over there. Yeah, see, I saw a chest over... Aha! So it looks like the chests appear on your radar, or on your HUD. So I probably still haven't picked up that one I got from the public event.
This symbol come from?
I believe your city hunters must have put them here and there about the region as they scouted around. I think they meant it to mark something special. Or dangerous.
Or both. Let's go check it out.
Oh, down we go.
The history of this region is fascinating. I believe tunnels and caves like the one you're in now stretch all across the EDZ. Who knows what's lurking down there? Be careful.
Glowing red barrel equals shoot me, please. Not too keen on this weapon, I must confess. I preferred that assault rifle I had, the auto rifle. Okay, glass doesn't work. Can you move it by any chance? I will say that the start of... Oh, I keep forgetting I got the wrong bloody button. For those of you who are wondering, I have changed my controls so the jump is on the shoulder button. Just because I prefer having jump on one of the shoulder buttons to allow you complete freedom when it comes to... Oh god damn it, he got his health back. I mean shields back. It allows you freedom to continuously aim with both analog sticks without having to take your finger off one of the analog sticks in order to press jump.
Snagged a key code from that captain. I think I can open his supply cache.
Probably should have used my healing circle. Oh, duh. I think learning what the chests look like as well are going to be part of the challenge. Did I get a reg?
That's for another day. In the meantime, what say we get down to business? Come on back up to the church tower. I'm putting the kettle on now.
Anyway, Viking, what class are you going to be, by the way? Titan. Titan, I mean, Hunt is probably my least favourite. Oh, that looks like an event here. Hunter is probably my least favourite. I was torn between Titan and Warlock, but I've always kind of mained the Warlock, so I went with it again. Plus, I like classes that are more of a support healer thing. Do I have my Ghost yet? Not Ghost, my Sparrow. Looks like I don't. Oh. There's a text or something. Rally to the flag. Right, we're going to do this challenge. This event, and then... and then afterwards we'll probably call the stream. I don't want to do this on my own.
All forces in the field. A catch has been reported en route to an ether drop.
Aha.
Look at those folk, acting like they own this place.
Oh, I remember you. Wrong button again. Hey, someone else is joining me at last. Oh, it's immune at the moment. Oh, it's because it's making little ones of itself. What the? Ooh, bonus. More people are joining in, which is good to see. I can imagine these being quite difficult if you're low level and by yourself. Oh. Oh. Ooh, a minute to go. Huzzah! Right, now I'm gonna go find this chest that... Oh, the chests are these square things, like in the story mission.
They were counting on those supplies. Well done.
No, it's not the warlock. The warlock doesn't get this. The warlock gets the flame sword. The hunter is the one who gets the staff, the electric, the arc staff, and the titan gets the void shield. At least on their new subclasses. Oh, that worked out all right, actually. Bear with me a sec. Okay, Felbunny was just giving me an update on time. Oh, there's another public event. Well, let's go do that. Yeah, I mean, it seems to be that the hunter is the main sort of DPS class, especially with the other sort of like sub abilities it gets, like the warlock could be considered the support with the healing rift and the empowering rift. I've got one upgrade point. Burst glide. Does it take more upgrade points on certain things? No, each one seems to be one. Okay, let's go do this one, I guess. Public event incoming. It's only the single player stuff, Lozzie. It's no biggie. Besides that, I won't be able to play it tonight. So hopefully you'll get well ahead of me.
Looks like the Fallen are bringing in a glimmer drill. Keep a sharp lookout.
Oh, it's a pulse rifle.
The glimmer mining shut them down.
Oh, yeah, there's the Titan Super. I fluffed that. I did that a bit early. Oh, I think this is the event that was going on when I first arrived. Ooh, chest. There's strange noises going on outside the apartment at the moment. Right, now, where did that damn chest spawn? There it is. Oh, don't worry, I'll probably do the Titan next. Although, actually, depending if Fell Bunny does plays the game, she is feeling a little bit jealous at the moment. But if she plays the game, if Fell Bunny plays the game, her main has always been Titan, and I would normally use her footage, her character as the guide footage in that. Actually, let's go inside first. Yeah, I got the first my first hand cannon. Right, what time is it? Well, Fell Bunny said she'll probably be back around 1:45, so we got 50 minutes left. About 30 minutes left. What have we got left to do? Oh, go talk to this guy again.
Welcome back. This time I did make tea for you, but I seem to have drunk it all. Perhaps if you were a mite quicker. Right, the beacon. While you were tussling with the Fallen, we've encountered a bit of a setback. Hawthorne has placed the last relay on the mountain above the salt mines, but even from that height, the signal still doesn't have the range we expected. It's a bit curious. Regardless, this signal booster should solve our problem if we can get it to her. Dead zone indeed.
Yeah, Fell Bunny, she's worried. She doesn't really have the time to play at the moment, though. And obviously, depending on how the game's lifespan pans out, will ultimately, you know, drive her to either play it or not. If the game's longevity isn't there, or the DLCs and that are too expensive and whatnot, she probably won't join in. New adventure. Let's do this story mission then, and we can call it after that. I'm doing it again. It's like, we'll do one more, and then, no, we'll do one more, and then we get to the end of that, and no, it's like, no, we'll do another one. Yeah, the purple shield is the new Titan thing. Very Captain America kind of super. I've suddenly gone brain dead a second. Hang on. Ah, great. I fiddled around with OBS and I think I've done something. Oh, Sabantis, I do that all the time with games. Every single time a new game comes out, it's hard to say no. Right. Right, hopefully that should be all right. If not, it will have to do for now. Which way are we going? Oh, God damn it! Now the little grey line's on the opposite side of the screen.
Hey Dev, still sitting up here above the mines with his busted comm relay. Where's that signal booster? Charge and you never let me live it down.
Don't you mean 1 week? You're the reason my hair is grey.
Yeah, keep talking.
Sounds like when Phil Bunny talks to me. Oh, I think it's clear out this room. Lozzie, I still assume that you're going Titan as your main. Well, I know you're going to do all 3 classes, but if you had to pick one as your main, it would be your Titan, right? But if Sabantius sells his Xbox One, he won't be able to get the backwards compatibility for Mass Effect. I think if there's definitely clear-cut signs that this game is going to last a long time, then it might be worth it. Because I know I don't think Mass Effect Andromeda's lifespan is going to be the longest game around anymore.
We'll have to find another way up to Hawthorne.
Look, that's bugging the shit out of me what OBS is doing.
Careful. The Fallen are scavengers of the highest order. They're going to put up a fight for whatever they can get their grubby claws on.
Well, that did not work out as I intended. Right, bear with me. Where are we? There we go, that should be good. Right, sorry about that technical issue there. We'll get back onto the story and finish this stream off. Yeah, it's kind of sad what happened to Mass Effect Andromeda. I mean, I believe this game will have a... Destiny should have a longer lifespan, even if it's just even if it's not as long as, say, we would like ages and that, but it should hopefully keep people going for a long time, especially if they stagger important stuff like raids and that. Ooh, level up. Fusion grenade. This doesn't pause the game. I forgot about that. But I would advise, if you do have the option of that, depending who you... I think PC would probably be the best option to get it for, depending on who you play with. If you have people you play with regularly on, say, PlayStation or Xbox, then it's probably the best to get it for that. Although the clan system, I mean, it's not working at the moment. The clan system is going to be working in a few more days. It should allow, even if you're a solo player, to find groups and whatnot. Although the game can be played pretty much solo. Wish I had a sniper rifle for this bit. Right. I haven't actually found if there are sort of like bounties like in previous games. Well, that's what happens when you die. All right, Sabantius. Cheers for getting. Cheers for joining in the stream. Oh, am I all the way back here? God damn it! Oh no, it's not that far back. Right, this time don't screw it up. That was trickier than some of the other stuff. I mean, in some respects, it's sad to see that we're fighting the same enemy types. That hasn't really changed. They look like they're mines or something. Oh, guess not. Right, which way is it? This way. Still take 4 damage, I see.
You'll be pleased to know that I can see the fallen fleeing the mine. Seems you've really kicked the hornet's nest, haven't you?
Jesus Christ. There we go. You can do this. But it's good because this game as well, in terms of YouTube, for both me and Felbunny, it gives us an opportunity to broadcast and play with others. It's a game that you can jump into strikes, nightfalls, whatever. Obviously, nightfalls and some of the more difficult content does take a little bit of coordination and skill and gear. But strikes and that can just be casual strike streams could be quite fun. Here we go.
Elevator's not working. Power must be out. And we've upset the fallen.
Hello. It's going to be interesting to see when we get the other subclasses back. I still fear that there's only going to be 2 subclasses, at least for the first, for the default game kind of thing. When I say default game, I mean no expansion, things like that. Miss. Oh, there's another one of those. Forgot how powerful fusion rifles can be. I think the Nightfall, the first Nightfall, is available now. So if people are able to max out, get maximum level straight away day one, then there is some endgame content there for them to take on. Wow. Yeah, the fusion rifle has definitely been upgraded to heavy weapon. I can see why.
Good job. Maybe I'll finally get my booster one of these days.
You apparently have three subclasses or three Nightfalls. Oh, three subclasses. So yeah, I mean, it would be strange for them to not have a subclass for each element. It just means that certain, some of the old subclasses won't be there. For example, I really like the Sunsinger, but that's probably gone now, replaced with Dawnblade. We'll probably still have the Stormcaller or something similar to the Stormcaller, as well as the Voidwalker and for the Warlocks. Obviously, Hunters will have the Arc, whatever it's called, this staff one, as Gunslinger and the Voidwalker. And the Titans will have the Sentinel, Striker, and probably the Sunbreaker.
Now that's the nicest thing I've ever heard Soraya say. You're in rarefied air, my friend.
At least that's what I hope. I mean, if it's cutscene time to mute myself.
You made it. Looks like Lewis owes me money. All right. Let's see if this works. Now, if I read the manual right, there's an incoming beacon.
Guardians, the city is lost. If there is any light left in the system, we rally on Titan. Be brave. Guardians.
Zavala's alive. If we leave now, we can...
You are not going to Titan. We've got refugees coming in. The Red Legion on one side, the Fallen on the other.
But we have our powers back. And if we're going to retake the city...
Your city is gone.
Hawthorne, we will be back. And we won't be alone.
You'll know where to find me.
It would save us both a lot of time if you would just kill me.
For one who calls himself Speaker, you have remarkably little to say. We've learned that one of your guardians has reconnected to the light. You say you have no power over the Traveler, yet this... Help me.
places, in all things. You can block it, even try to trap it, but the light will find its way. And the Traveler will protect itself.
The Traveler. For years I have studied it. The worlds it has touched. Its power over life and death. We are not so different, your Traveler and I.
You are nothing like the Traveler. Nothing. You think you have power, control. I know your kind. You started small. You will end small.
If the Traveler truly has chosen humanity of its own free will, then there is no reason I should not reach inside, tear out the light for myself, and leave this system in ashes.
Only those the Traveler chooses will be reborn in the light.
Yes. This I know. This is why I have claimed your planet, and why you still live. The Traveler will choose me, Speaker. And you are going to tell me how.
Oh, cutscene's over. We have a new world available, Titan, which is one of the moons of Saturn, I believe. Although I think it just said it there. But I mean, this will be an opportunity, good opportunity to try the other adventures out. Although I might go back to the farm for a second. Yeah, Titan. Oh, there's the roster. So you can see who's about and that. Or who on your friends list is playing. The one, yeah, actually, good point, Viking. Hopefully he hasn't noticed. No, but it's good. I mean, I'm whilst the classes, the subclasses, because for me personally, in that the subclasses is one of the highlights of Destiny 2 and Destiny 1, being able to sort of like have the different classes and their abilities and whatnot. I like theory crafting and stuff like that. Oh, I got another thing, another ability upgrade point. Fusion grenade, although that's more of a PvP one. Making up the videos for the Darcblade Sentinel and the Arc Strider, I want to say, is going to be fun. However, I don't know how useful the older the subclasses that have already been done for Destiny 1 are going to be. I mean, is it going to be worth me making another Voidwalker one, another Gunslinger one, and so on and so forth? Because it's been covered, it's been done already, and I don't think the differences are going to be that great. I really like that assault rifle. I think it was that one. Not assault rifle, auto rifle. I'm sorry. Wow, it's definitely picking up in population from when I first came here. I love the fact that you got a football field as well. That's quality. I don't want to play though. Right, did I get any things to...
The dreams have changed, and now I know why. Truly,
no, it looks like engrams that are green, probably even rare. No, I think rare will be
as a guardian,
have to be decrypted.
I'll be here when you return.
Hey, I wonder if I got any of this silver left over from when... No, I have no silver left over. That's annoying.
We have two choices here. Give up, give in, or stand up, brush off the dirt, and face whatever comes. With style. Even in the work. Come see me again.
And we have our vault. But yeah, I mean, coming to a conclusion now for the stream, it's turn on. Oh, it's just a light. I'm pleasantly pleased with it at the moment. Whether it stays this way is another question. As I said multiple times through this stream, the gameplay, the gunplay, feels fine. It feels what we're used to in Destiny 1 as well as Halo games. The shooting is solid. Class is very interested in them. However, how the future videos on the classes are produced is going to be a question, and one I have to ask myself. I mean, is there any point doing Voidwalker, Striker, Gunslinger classes when they've already been covered by other people as well as in Destiny 1? Still want to do though a Darcblade, Sentinel and Arcstrider one. Story wise it seems okay, although as we've been chatting about, it's strange having our Guardian as a silent protagonist. It works in some games, but I don't know if it's going to work in this or not. It's almost like the ghost is our voice. Which I'm not 100% sure. I don't know if I'm too keen on the voice actor of this ghost or not. I can't go down here. Presentation wise, it looks great. Even at 30 FPS on consoles, it's fine. Obviously, you guys who are getting it on PC are going to be in for a treat with it going up to 60 FPS. But unfortunately, it means you have to wait. And then finally, the last subject, and one we've discussed as well, the lifespan of the game. Obviously, it's going to if people are expecting something drastically different from Destiny 1 in terms of gameplay, as well as sort of like the grind, the you know, you're grinding out missions and that, you're doing the same thing not the same thing, but you're doing slightly modified versions of stuff the same over and over again every week kind of thing to get geared, to better yourself, to be able to do the harder, more difficult things that this game has to offer. If that's not your thing, you're probably not going to enjoy Destiny, unfortunately. But my personal first impressions have been good, so I'm looking forward to it. Obviously I can't play more today, otherwise I'll keep the stream going, but I'm pushing it as it is, as we do have the guests come in. Oh, we're at level 6. Oh yeah, hang on, is shaders available? I just forgot to look. Vehicle, ores. Yeah, I'm wondering. I mean, clan banner.
Did you want to talk to me?
Where is? Is there any way you can have your shaders, or am I a bit being a bit dense here? I mean, I would assume it was like here or something, but there's nothing there. Maybe auras is what it is. Ah well, anyway, I gotta head off and make the place a little bit more tidy. So anyway, cheers for everyone who's joined in the stream, and I wish you luck when you if you already are on Destiny, or if you're getting it in a few hours. I'm sure you'll enjoy it. At least for the first few hours anyway. Requires Century 4. Huh. I'm still finding stuff here. But anyway, what is it? Oh, that's the wave. I'll catch you all again soon, okay?
just gonna take a minute here.